Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video we're going to take a look at the GoFest global event, and you know what's kind of hilarious? This information got kind of leaked already around midnight last time, and I only just really got there to make a video about this one. And literally, the second at 1 PM my time, which is whenever a news gets ever announced, Niantic decides to announce. That was hilarious about my phone, but it was going to be GoFest 2025. GoFest 2025 got just announced officially, which I haven't seen yet because literally it happened 1 second ago. But yeah, basically here the GoFest kind of got found, like a ticket for the GoFest kind of found, and so the mythical Pokemon Volcanion is actually going to be there. We actually talked about it in the last video, me saying I highly doubt it's going to be a Volcanion that we're gonna get. Turns out I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, we can look at it together here for the first time, which is kind of cool. We're going to have the Steam Pokemon Volcanion coming here for ticket holding people only. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to encounter this one. Now, of course, they're going to be the real world locations. Venture and challenging realm of Pokemon Go and refresh relations. Spectacle viewer returns, blah, 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 blah. Experience is going to be, yeah, again, prepared for exclusive gameplay, community celebrations, and thrilling foray. Okay, well, they're most likely going to do something new as well for that one, which is going to be very interesting. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting GoFest. Here we of course have the locations which are already announced previously here. We have Osaka, where we also see already some Pokemon towards it. Osaka going to get Hawlucha as a new Pokemon, which then very likely going to be also available as a shiny Pokemon, which is kind of cool. We have Drampa here, which is an interesting one. So like for if you want to go to the in-person location, we're going to get Go-Goat, which is going to be something we want to talk about later on anyway here for this one. Hawlucha as well. Yeah, Hawlucha is in every one. That is kind of cool though. Hawlucha is a good Pokemon. Very cool for PvP, but generally very cool and has a great shiny. And here you see like the different kind of event locations where they all have the same yeah, regional Pokemon which is going to be spawning there, which is going to be cool. That is going to be Paris here. And that's going to be the global one where we don't gonna get the yeah, regional Pokemon there of Hawlucha, but we're gonna get at least Go-Goat, which is going to be an interesting one there. I'm not gonna be at any in-person one, sadly. It's too expensive. I'm sorry. Like I was looking into it, 2,000 euros or something it would have cost me from my location to get to Paris and then have 1 weekend there to play Pokemon Go. No, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, the global one I will of course play because it's going to be here for everyone, which is kind of cool. Back in the day, global event never actually occurred. It was only the in-person one, which is kind of weird. But like nowadays, these we have like the ones where you can just go into the global one, but get your ticket early and to enjoy it a reward. This is something that I'm really excited about because starting off the 8th of April, we're going to be able to encounter Skiddo and timed research, which you're only going to get if you get the global ticket until the April 15th. So it's going to try to force you to buy the ticket early, even though you don't know if you're going to be available for this event. But Go-Goat is a Pokemon we're going to take a look at later on. Early access to Ground Shield and Ground Sword forms in person events. So we are going to get those forms. We already took a look at this one the last time around for the last GoFest video, which was only a few days ago, so I'm not going to take a look at Zacian and Zamazenta. But again, we're going to get actually Zacian and Zamazenta confirmed in the Crown Shield and Crown Sword form, which are absolutely ridiculous. The most overpowered Pokemon with the current moveset, so I would highly suspect that they're going to change the moveset quite a bit. Here's the official merch that you can get and pick up, I think, in the in-person events there, which looks cool. But it is what it is. I think you can also mostly do it in the online shop, like they usually were able to do it in the online shop as well. Limited backpack that you're going to be able to go. Exclusive for Jersey City, Paris. Not available in Osaka, which is very interesting. I don't know why. Doesn't really matter. Here, of course, the in-person one where we don't really have to, like, for the people who want to know it, here's all the information. Actually, it seems cheaper than usual. I think usually it's more expensive, but 22 euro, like, if you're close to it, that seems like a really good ticket price for it. I'm fairly certain I paid more before. But yeah, here's some add-ons if you are interested in this. I'm just going to skip over it because most people are not going to go here who do that. And yeah, this is basically it for this one. But again, we have the Volcanion ticket, and the Volcanion ticket actually shows us more than was revealed on the website so far. What we will see here is that we're going to be able to get a higher chance for shiny encounters, which is really important. This is something that, for example, I don't think was saying there because the ticket price itself didn't really show there for like the global one. We're going to have up to 9 free raid passes each day spinning gym stops basically, which you have before. We have event-themed 5-kilometer X, which is really important. Instance may attract special Pokemon, which you have usually during those events. Branching special research found for Zacian and Zamazenta. You might be able to get just only one of them. Could be the case. I'm not too sure about it, what they're going to do with it. Additional special traits for the day, a total of 6. 50% Stardust cost reduced for traits. We're going to have a collection challenge for each habitat. We're going to have additional daily snapshot surprises. We're going to have double body hearts, hourly global challenges to unlock additional bonuses. So we're even going to get more than this one. That's kind of the description for the event. Yeah, that's basically also it for this one. The event itself, I didn't actually say that yet. I don't know if it was, I must have said that already. But the event itself going to be from June 28th till June 29th. It's most likely going to be staying here somewhere. Just skip, yeah, very likely the global one. Yeah, look, if you can read, it says here. But yeah, that's going to be an interesting event. And now we're going to take a look at some more stuff towards it. Here, Volcanion itself going to go up to 4,100 CP. Very interesting Pokemon, very solid Pokemon, and the current moveset going to change, because Incinerate is going to be cool, Sludge Bomb is going to be fine, but I would imagine that they're going to give it a signature move for this special event, which is going to be Steam Eruption, I think it's called, which is going to be a better water-type move, so this Pokemon is very likely going to be very relevant for PvP and PvE, and I actually want to see real quick, if you're going to try... I'm going to see it later afterwards. Here we're going to see like Volcanion with the current moveset. It is already very, very strong. Very good Pokemon. It's the only fire and water type Pokemon I think around, which is really cool typing. I want to see here, that's Skellige. I want to see real quick here for Volcanion, what this Pokemon can do. If this can be... It is actually possible, I think, for this Pokemon to be, yeah, a Pokemon for the Great League, which is kind of cool. I think you... Wait, you have to have at least a 10-10-10. Is it possible? Yeah, it is definitely possible for certain people to get a Great League eligible Volcanion, which is actually super rare. And I just want to put it in here just to take a look at it if it's actually going to be worth it, because I think that should be possible for people. So that would be a really cool Pokemon to have. Like, if anybody gets it, that would be insane. But as you will see here, we're going to have Skellige otherwise, because Skellige Torch Song got found in the code, and Torch Song is an absolute insane move, which is going to be the best move for this Pokemon to run, which you will see here real quick as well. Torch Song is compared to Flame Charge. It is literally an upgrade in every kind of aspect. Flame Charge is 65 damage for 50 energy. This is 70 damage for 45 energy. So plus 5 damage for minus 5 energy is absolutely insane. That's going to make Torch Song Skellige for sure the ideal option. And here we have the different ways. I will just put Volcanion in here for the crack real quick just to see how good it's going to be, because I didn't see that either before. But what we will see here is that this is the 2-shit scenario, which is where the Torch Song is going to get really in clutch. We're going to see here that these are going to be the best kind of movesets for this Pokemon. Shadow Ball going to give you the best overall coverage, but I actually could see a world where Torch Song Disarming Voice is going to be what you want to run. Here, if you want to run the Disarming Voice and Blast Burn for Skellige, it is going to end up at 470, not as ideal. What would be a triple... what's called like fire type moveset? What would this one be? Like, I have to put Torch Song in like this. PvPoke actually has those stats already on there. That's not my own PvPoke, that's the normal PvPoke, so you can mess around with it yourself if you want to see on how good it's going to be. Actually, a triple fire moveset apparently is the best moveset for this Pokemon. I highly doubt this is going to be the case actually when you play this team, or like play this Pokemon, but generally speaking, Torch Song is going to be a very good upgrade, which is kind of hilarious, because the signature move, which is just like for those community Pokemon, is actually not as great as like Torch Song there. Like Blast Burn is not as good as Torch Song is gonna be. So Torch Song Skellige is going to be well worth it. Here we see just the 0-1 shield, where already Torch Song and Shadow Ball looks to be the best moveset. And if we're gonna go into the 2-shield scenario, we are gonna look at, again, interestingly here, this Iron Voice is gonna pick up the KO against the Zerma, which it wouldn't do otherwise. But yeah, this Pokemon is going to be definitely getting a little bit of an upgrade. This community day is in 2 days already, so definitely stay tuned for this one. We're going to have Go-Goat here still. Go-Goat is going to be available with the special research, which is the Pokemon that you really want to get as well, as you can see there. So that is some new information. So many new Pokemon are coming out the next few weeks, which is going to be very exciting for me, especially like as I do content about it. And then we're going to have another event which got announced as well, which I didn't want to make a singular video about, because yeah, we're gonna get Deep Death here with again a 1/2 catch distance, which is apparently their favorite one there. Increased and shiny chance for the shiny Clauncher. We get Theroll for the first time in there. Here are the Swans. Not too crazy, like literally all kind of more dark types or Pokemon that are live in the deep sea, I guess. That's what, I can't even talk right now. But in 7 kilometer X, you have like a higher chance of getting Corsola, I guess, and you can hatch Clownshire. So like the 7-kilometer X is I guess the main thing that you want to do. Type research, you're gonna get 10 cup food candy, 1 mysterious component. Paid research, you're going to get encounters with Clownshire and Nickit, most likely not as much worth here. And yeah, this is going to be basically it for this one here. Nickit and Therial. Therial is actually having a solid stats for PvP, but doesn't have the moveset to really back it up. It needs some change. It needs to have like something like maybe it is still okay actually against the top meta, but it's mainly because any dark type is good against the top meta. I can literally put any dark type in there and I would imagine I can win against it. Let's put the best dark type in ever, Tyranitar. Really not a great dark type in the open Great League. If we want to give it, for example, Bite or whatever, and we see on how this dark type is going to perform, we want to see that it actually still loses. I am definitely talking smack here right now. That's why I want to go for Smackdown again, which is better against Lapras, I guess. Actually, maybe Therial, I'm sorry Therial, maybe I underestimated you. But playoff is okay coverage, don't get me wrong, the charge moves are fine. But like, if this Pokemon would get Sucker Punch, which I'm fairly certain it does learn, this Pokemon would be so much better, I would assume. Like, let's take a look at this one real quick. Yeah, look at this. Give it Sucker Punch, and it's always all of a sudden a very solid meta Pokemon. But yeah, Therial definitely has some potential. Volcanion, very cool. GoFest announced a lot of things here that are most likely not as interesting for most people. Are you gonna go to any in-person one? Would be interesting for me, but yeah, I won't because too expensive. Like, I'm sorry, I don't have the money to pay 2,000 to go for 1 week into yeah, what's called Paris. Sorry about this one, but this one is. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye bye.